Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome back to our adventures in Euro Truck Simulator 2. It has been a while, but I am happy to be back. We've got a load of cars and we're in the Balkans once again, all loaded up and ready to go on what will be a rather modest 4-hour journey here. We'll be taking these from where we are in Tuzla. Let's take a look at the map actually real quick here. In Tuzla up to Novi Sad, crossing a border here, passing through one other town, and altogether about a 4-hour journey. Game time, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning here. We should get to our destination shortly after lunch. And in our quest, one of the things we've got going, if you're not familiar with it, is a quest for 10 perfect deliveries in a row. And we are currently sitting at 2, having done our last 2 American Truck Simulator journeys perfectly with no damage fines, and we were on time. However, this is another challenge, and Euro Truck Simulator with its narrow roads is always a challenge. And we have the fact that I haven't driven for about 2 weeks in game time. Life got a little bit busy. We had our Thanksgiving holiday here. We had guests in town, but now things have settled down again, and I am back and very excited. A few things to talk about in this episode. Kansas, of course, for American Truck Simulator we'll talk about the events. And then I also want to talk about our Pick Our Best American Truck Simulator state competition tournament, which we put on hiatus for a while, but we're going to finish that coming up in our next episode. So lots of things to talk about. We'll get a little bit down the road here and just get out of town because this is not a long journey whatsoever. So we'll probably spend most of it talking here. Got a little light rain as Sunday heads towards noontime. But other than that, the weather looks pretty good here. Just a nice little shower. And liking the Balkans. In the Balkans event, this will give us, I believe this will give us our 7th event destination for the Balkans half of it. But I want to start going over to the road to the Black Sea to get that event as well. Oh, this looks cool up ahead. Mosque, perhaps. Oh, very cool. I wonder what that is. Doesn't have a photo thing there. Interesting. Anyway, we'll get through the town here. We'll get out on the highway a little bit and we'll check back in. Just cleared the outskirts of Tuzla and heading through this rather long tunnel here. It's pretty interesting. We might get gas. Nah, we'll skip it up ahead here. Looks like the rain is... Well, it stopped in the tunnel. I guess that's kind of obvious. But let's chat about a few things. First up, Kansas coming out. Since the last time we were get together, shortly after I finished the last episode in American Truck Simulator, the announcement for Kansas came up for November 30th, which I'm making this now on November 25th. Which means that Kansas is coming up right around the corner here. I'm going to stop. No, I don't want to get gas now. So yeah, I was not expecting Kansas to come out so fast. That's pretty exciting. So that'll probably be the next episode on the channel with American Truck Simulator. And Euro Truck Simulator will go back to Kansas. And with that, of course, I believe is coming 1.49. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But we get 1.49 to look up, which is a completely different damage model for trucks and parts and the way that they wear out and stuff like that, and used trucks, as well as a bunch of other things too. So I'm looking forward to 1.49 and Kansas. When that comes out, I'm going to switch and concentrate on that because I assume there'll be an event coming out with Kansas. Although I don't want to not get the Balkan events. I want to drive through the Balkans more too. So maybe I'll do like 2 Kansas episodes. I should get in the right lane here. 2 Kansas episodes and then back to the Balkans. That might be kind of a good strategy. But I'm going to try to concentrate on some trucking content over the next 2 weeks here. So we pick up the Kansas event, finish the Balkans event, which ends on December 19th, which 24 days away. That's over 3 weeks, but it's easy to not finish these if you let them go and life gets busy and things like that too. So, but I hope everybody's doing well. Have people been driving around from what went to a somewhat static environment in the game in Euro Truck Simulator? Now we've got 2 states in American Truck Simulator, the Balkans out, and it's been a crazy time. And speaking of states, I thought every time I see those dirt slices that carve out into the main road, my brain instantly thinks hidden road, but that wasn't. That was blocked off with X's and things like that. And I did know someone did mention, I think it was Custard Prophet mentioned that he found a couple of hidden roads in this DLC too. Have to see if we can hunt some of those down. But to go back to talking a little bit about states, although it is Euro Truck Simulator, we have been kind of oh, this is too fast. Way too fast. There we go. We have been talking about our vote for the best American DLC, American Truck Simulator DLC. Karakai, maybe? I didn't practice the pronunciation on that one. That is our 10th city in Road to the Adriatic's achievement. I was tempted to get gas there too. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on, so it's a little tricky to focus here. Now, we do have a border crossing up here. This is, of course, where I perennially make mistakes with trying to successfully cross borders. So I do need to get my A game on, and that means talking through this is very likely to lead to some sort of an error, but hopefully not. Looks like we just go to the right here, watch our speed, follow the arrows. Looks easy so far. Go through the sleeping place. We're going to do a big circle here. It's interesting. So we go through this, and use E to fall. No, we don't need to sleep, that's for sure. We just slept. I'll pick up the conversation about the American Truck Simulator Best State competition as soon as we can kind of get a chance to focus here. But I think maybe we're doing okay now. Border check, checking our documents. One of these times, it'd be kind of funny if there was like, your documents aren't in order and you have to stay a day or something like that. Maybe like 1 in 1,000 chance. That would be really funny. But maybe not funny if it happened. I don't know. Random thought. Yeah, everything's... Oh, the post went up. I thought it was still down. Okay, here we go. Anyway, I do think I have enough brain space now to talk about the best American state, because we are down to our final 2 states. The people have spoken. We started with 13 states. We've eliminated 11 of them. And Texas beat Montana by about 6% to get its final spot in the finals, meaning our number 1 seed state, Colorado, is going up against our number 2 seed state, Texas, in the final championship vote to pick the best state in American Truck Simulator. That vote is not starting now because I'm going to wait for Kansas to come out and then we'll vote on it. Now, theoretically, we should get Kansas in, but we started the tournament before that, and I can't just give Kansas a spot in the final. That, of course, would not be fair. So we'll be the best American Truck Simulator state, except possibly for the new state of Kansas. But I think Kansas is going to fall kind of in that Oklahoma category where, I mean, it's a new state, but it doesn't have the dramatic scenery that like a Colorado has, or in the scope and scale and size of like a Texas and things like that. So I'm going to go left here. Is this guy going to make it through? It's a really bizarre country exit and entrance, isn't it? All right, our turn. I assume we have to stop here? Yeah. Uh-oh. Are we trapped? Do we need to go to a different spot? Am I in the wrong lane? How does this open? Is it going to open by itself? This could be problematic here. There's no way to trigger it here. Do I just get closer, you think? Okay, let's try that. Of course, getting closer is a problem because of the cars behind us. How come it won't open? Do I press enter? What am I doing wrong here? Because I definitely can't get through that. And now there's cars behind me. Did I have to go that way where the trucks went? But that's not what the little sign said. This is bizarre. And I can't back up. What am I missing here? Beep the horn? Nope. Well, we'll see if we can sort this out. Nope. Can't drive through it. And I can't go back anymore either, right? I'm already pushing the car back. Well then, I think what I'm going to do, just to be fair, I think the fairest thing to do is to reset the traffic. I'm going to try that graphics thing and then come back and see if that'll pull the traffic right. Then I think I can back up and try to go around to the right there. Maybe that's the way I'm supposed to go. So we'll try that here. Maybe this is just for cars or something. So I'll be right back. So I thought I was told that you could change a graphics setting and then even not apply it and it would reload the traffic, but that didn't seem to happen. So I'm going to restart the game. I'll be right back. All right, reloaded, and there is nothing behind me here, so we'll try this. See if we can go off to the right here, because it doesn't look like those gates open up for cars. And maybe it's just a GPS line that's a little bit messed up, right? So maybe we're supposed to go this way? Oh no. Is that going to get us there? Doesn't seem like to be any other way to go. So hopefully this leads somewhere. But, well, it's pointing, it's giving us arrows. So maybe trucks just have to go this way and it just didn't list it right or something there, huh? Yeah, here we go. Now we can get through. That's weird. So maybe it's just kind of, it's not so much that the gate's dysfunctional. It's just that the Novi doesn't give you the right exit point for customs. They send you under the bridge here. This is such an odd customs crossing here. Alrighty, there we go. I think that's a fair way, again, to resolve it. I'm curious, though, for people that told me... So when it happened last time, there was a gate to a business entrance that was just backed up with like 30 cars, and they were completely stuck, no way to get through it. And the only way that I fixed it was restarting the game. Someone said you could change your graphics options, and that would fix the game. That would do the same kind of thing. But I didn't seem to see... That didn't seem to work. Like, I changed resolution from high to medium, and it didn't seem to change anything. So I'm not sure if there's something I'm just missing with that, or is there a car in there? Where's in the way? That would be one thing I've kind of noticed that I would like in the game, neither here nor there. So yeah, if you do note, let me wrap up the points. I'm jumping. I'm excited to be back. Can you tell? So I'm kind of like jumping from topic to topic. But yeah, if you know if you have specifically how to change the graphics settings to trigger the reset of the traffic, I'd be curious, because the two things I tried didn't work. I thought you could just set it, apply it, come back into the game, and then it would fix it. But that didn't seem to do it. So it must be something else you have to do. Yeah, so that was there. And then, I forget the other thing I was going to talk about. Oh well, it'll come back to me. But to go back to our original conversation, which was about the... Wow, there's a windy road here. This is fun. About the best state in American Truck Simulator. When Kansas comes out on the 30th, I'm going to try to put up an episode then. And in that episode, we will finish the vote. Do Colorado versus Texas. We'll start the vote for the best American Truck Simulator state. I'm kind of curious to see which one wins. I have an idea which one will win, but I don't want to taint the voting by saying it and stuff like that. But please go vote. And thank you for everybody who's voted so far. Almost everyone's got more than 100 votes or so, which has been really fun to see. So it's been great to do that. And it's interesting, too, that the states kind of designated as number 1 and number 2 are the two states that made it to the finals. The only upset was, I think, California, Oklahoma knocking off California or something like that. So, but we'll be back for our final vote soon. Anyway, I'll chug on down the road here a little bit, and then we'll reconnect in about a couple hours left. Oh, seriously? Okay, we're not... Oh, man. Okay, there's got to be a way to fix this. So it had like an hour and a half left in the route, and apparently I took a wrong turn. The road split, and I went the wrong way, and it went from an hour and a half left in our destination to 4 hours in our destination. We're going exactly the opposite way, and it doesn't look like there's a way out. There's got to be a U-turn here somewhere. Seriously? And it's guardrailed on both sides. There's no way we can get back. Oh, we just made like 3 hour wrong turn? That doesn't happen in real life. Oh, man. I didn't even realize I made the wrong turn until I made the wrong turn. There's got to be a way. Oh, I know what we're going to do. I bet we can turn around at the toll booth. We're going to block both lanes. Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? But anyway, we'll give it a try here. I'm thinking we can turn around at the toll booth. There's probably a way to turn around. No, they have to pay the toll here, too. Is there any break in the guardrail at the toll booth? There is not. But there's... Oh, we have to go back across the border. To go to a whole different country. Oh, seriously? This is the wrong turn from hell. Oh, my God. Okay. 25 euro fine paid. That car broke down. All right. Let's go around it here. There's got to be a way we can avoid leaving the country, right? And turn right before it. Right, please? I don't have to go all the way back. We're going back to where we started from. Oh, man. That is one thing in the game sometimes, right? When you have less roads than you have in real life. Like, in real life, there's no way you could make a wrong turn that would cost you that many hours. They're not letting us escape. Oh, wait, here we go. I see a break in the road. And there's a police officer over there. Oh, there isn't a break in the road. It's all boarded up. Wait, I see a break right here. Ah, come on, car. Oh, but it's giving us those X things. Crash vehicle. So much for our perfect delivery. We can't go through those things, right? We're going to try, though. I don't think it's going to let us. Seriously. Making a downright mess of things. So much for the perfect delivery. I guess we do have to cross the border now. I don't want to. Oh, well. Oh, man. There's no way to turn around without... Like, what if you change your mind and you didn't want to leave Serbia again? We're gonna have to go back the same way we came. I'm still happy. Doesn't look like it, but I'm still happy. Anyway, we'll get this sorted out and see you when we get back on our journey here. Okay. I have an idea. I think I can go over this curb, right? Because there's none of those little blocking things there. Yes! Nice! Alright. That saved a lot of time. Alright. Illegal border crossing. There we go. Our documents can't be in order. I think, yeah, I don't know. Like, I think we left Serbia and came back into Serbia without ever going into Croatia that we came from. So, anyway, it saved a lot of time, so that was good. Just kind of make our way along here. Now, hopefully I can make the right turn coming out. We'll see you as we get back down closer to our destination. That wasn't so bad then. It was a lot less worse than 4 hours. We saved like 2 hours there. Now we're back on track, making good time. Rolling along here. That's a nice flat stretch of highway. Go pick up some pretty good speed here. We're way over the limit. Let's get back down. And I remember what I was going to say before, during that stretch where I felt like I was talking about 17 things at once. We've got about an hour, a little bit over an hour left. I think we're all sorted out. Whoa, is that a train? Oh, it was. That was fast. That sound effect was cool. I do want to pay attention where I'm going so I don't make another wrong turn, but hopefully we'll be okay here. I did lose the perfect delivery, right, by clipping that car. Should have paid attention. I felt like a lot of things were going on at once. And obviously, I'm a little bit rusty, perhaps, too. But those things aside, I remember the two things that I wanted to talk about when I was spaced out there last time. 2 mods. This is the mod I would like. I would like a head bob mod. Or like, not a head bob mod, but a lean forward mod. Because sometimes what I've noticed happens, let me get going straight here and I'll explain. And maybe this mod exists, but I doubt it. I can't imagine it does, right? So when you come up to an intersection and you look like that, sometimes the left big mirror is right in the way of where I want to look. Like I can't see down the road. And what you do in a real car, of course, is you kind of lean forward, whoops, and kind of look around your mirror, just kind of adjust it or lean to the right or lean to the left or something like that. And that's the kind of mod I want for Euro Truck Simulator. So as you come up to like an intersection or turn where you can't see down that way, a lean forward mod would just push your view forward by a little bit so you could see around the mirror like you would in real life. That's one. Now, second mod I want is changing traffic speeds ahead mod. Can I go that way? There's no sign over there. I'm not going. This way I can go. Start of tour roll. Okay, fine. Good. The other thing I want, what happens a lot, I've noticed especially as I've been trying to pay attention to the perfect deliveries, I think the largest number of fines I get now, other than like crash vehicle offenses and not having my lights on, but by far, or like stoplights, anyway, there's a few, but by far I think the largest one is getting caught by a quick change in the speed limit that I don't see. So I would love it, because you have the speed limit in the bottom right. Like we can see 90 down in the bottom right now, which is cool, and that's good and well. But then sometimes like these towns especially, it'll go from 90 down to 60 or 80 or 70, or toll booths, it drops. It'd be really cool if there were a graphic up ahead that said, you know, like say 70 in like 200 meters or something like that, so that you could look at that and know that there was a speed limit change coming up, rather than kind of oftentimes having to pick out the sign, and sometimes the signs aren't all that obvious, and then you get those little traffic violations, if there's a cop right there where you're kind of slowing down from 60 to 40 or something like that, and as you're, like here, right there, that would be one. Like if I'm still 70 and there's a cop there, even though your speed is dropping really fast, the cop gives you the ticket because you're like 9 miles over the limit just as you cross that spot. Whereas in real life, I think most cops would let you go, right? They're not going to give you a ticket like that as the speed limit's changing as long as you're dropping your speed down right away. But the game, no. Cops in the game are like, dude, you're going too fast. The law is the law, and we're charging you money. So those are 2 mods I would like. I imagine the speed limit changing one would be hard to do. But I don't know, that distance is probably in the game somewhere. Like, the game knows when it's going to change coming up. That would be really helpful. And then the head bob would be really good too. The lean forward mod. Got about 11 minutes left. Got lost. It's good to be back. I was talking to a friend who actually doesn't play these games at all, but just someone had, like a non-gamer, was talking about some of the videos. He, for whatever reason, my wife told him about the channel. And he was over the house the other night. We had a dinner party, one of the holiday dinner parties. And he was saying that he was looking at this and he thought it was just crazy how many things went wrong. 11 out of 30. Yes, approaching the halfway mark. Over 1/3 now of the Balkan cities. And he's like, do you do it intentionally? And I'm like, no, I don't do it intentionally. I really don't. I'm that bad. He's like, oh. So it was just kind of funny. But anyway, yeah, mistakes are made. I do feel like for whatever reason, it's just things happen to me in this game. I mean, do other people that play the game, do you have as many problems as I do? Am I abnormally broken? Or do you, like, not have things go wrong like that? Is it just me, I guess is the question. I'm not sure I want to know the answer, right? But I'd be curious for the people that are playing the game. Like, do you have as many things go sideways as I have go sideways? Like, does this stuff happen where you get stuck at gates or other things like that? Curious. I think I want to do a U-turn here so we can pull back into the opening and just drop it right in over our mirror side so we don't have to do the blind one here. I think plenty of room for a U-turn here without hitting that trailer. Don't want to damage the cars. Alrighty. This is actually very tight, isn't it? For 40, it's pretty tight. Okay, now, the way you're supposed to do this, right, is you drive past until the back of your cab, I think, gets... I gotta look this up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get good at parking. Where the back of your cab, the back wheels of your cab go past or equal to the parking spot. There's a calculation, right? Like, let's try right there. So the wheels of the cab just go past the parking spot, then you cut it over. If you're a real truck driver and you know, and then cut it back. And if you do that, you should be in line. Back it in. It's not really that good, is it? Let's try it. It's a tough angle, though. Whoa. Much too tight, I think. Maybe not. This is tough, because it's got to be tight, but not tight. Oh, I would be psyched if I could get this on the first shot. Now we got to come in tighter. It's funny when I'm editing these, I mentioned this before, I think. When I edit these, it's like, oh, darn it, you should have turned earlier. But when you're driving them, it's a little bit harder. It's actually not looking that bad. The key is right here to realize how much and when you have to turn out of it. I think we're doing okay here. Oh, that's pretty good for not driving for a while. I think we got it. Welcome back, Cotter. Nice. That was pretty good for not driving. Well, I'm a little bit crooked with the cab there, but for not driving for a while, I'm kind of happy with that one. That's a... Anyway, okay. Fun times. That makes up for getting lost and taking the wrong turn and crashing into a car. Let's rack this one up and get some money and see what we're doing. We are approaching, in this game, we're approaching level 36, which is the highest, the last skill point. I don't know if that's an achievement or not. I think we're still a ways away from it. 10,000 euros, getting us towards money. We're halfway to level 36. Maybe a shade over halfway. That's good. And 7 out of 15 on the West Balkan events now. The West Balkan events, great. We'll be back. We'll see you in Kansas in the next episode. And let me know, does do things go more wrong for my careers than for your careers? I'm not sure. But I know some people don't back up, and a lot of stuff goes wrong backing up too, and I kind of embrace that challenge. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll put a link to the next Euro Truck Simulator 2 episode, which will be more adventures in the Balkans as soon as it's ready. But please check out the channel for our adventures in Kansas as it comes out later this week. Take care, everyone. Bye.